of our Catechism, and question 10 reads, how did God create man? God created man, male and female, after his own image, in knowledge, righteousness and holiness, with dominion over the creatures. There's three parts to this answer. We have, first of all, the doctrine stated and then explained or expanded. We have God created man, male and female, after his own image or in his own likeness. And then we have a twofold way in which God created man or mankind in his own image. We have the inward idea, or the inward image of God, or the inward idea of the image of God, and then the outward idea of the image of God. So we read in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. So we'll notice here, first of all, the inward. It says, in knowledge, righteousness and holiness. This is the inward resemblance of God that is in man by creation. Thomas Vincent, in his commentary on the Catechism, says this, wherein doth consist the image of God which was put upon man in his first creation. Negatively, the image of God doth not consist in any outward visible resemblance of his body to God, as if God had any bodily shape. Positively, the image of God doth consist in the inward resemblance of his soul to God in knowledge, righteousness and holiness. Now, of course, things changed after the fall. It's not that man lost completely the image of God, but the image of God in man was deeply wounded and thwarted. It was bent by sin. It was the image was marred by sin. So we still are in the image of God. Genesis 9 verse 6 tells us that, but it is a marred image. It's a twisted image of God. So no longer is man no longer does man have a knowledge that is free from sin, a righteousness that is truly righteous, or a holiness that is truly holy. These things have been affected and greatly wounded by sin. Therefore we have in Colossians chapter 3 verse 10 the need for salvation, so that image be restored, and have put on the new man, which is renewed or brought back in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And in Ephesians 4:24, and that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. In salvation, there is a recreating in that sense. The same God who initially breathed into man the breath of life breathes into us regeneration, breathes into us new life in Jesus Christ. And then there's also the outward aspect of the image of God, and that's with the final words there, with dominion over the creatures. So not only did God create man inwardly in his image, but outwardly. God created man to have dominion. Therefore we read in Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. What's interesting about this is that one of the things that sin has done, it has changed man into a creation that was meant to be positively use and be productive in this world, sin has made us destructive. So therefore, we do use the earth, but not in a productive sense. We use it for our own sinful ends, and we destroy the earth. And in fact, in Revelation, it says in Revelation, I think it's chapter 11, that one of the bases of God's judgment will be on Judgment Day, will be those who not do all these positive things in regards to the earth, but those who destroy the earth. And finally, before we finish on this, we need to apply this to our own lives. The fact that we are in the image of God means that we have great responsibility as believers. That we do not live for ourselves. We do not live for my goals, my ends, my desires. We live for the God who has not only made us, but the God who has redeemed us, so that we might be to his glory. So how did God create man? God created man, male and female, after his own image, in knowledge, righteousness and holiness, with dominion over the creatures. Okay, well, let's begin our service of